guys, Joe with Pilates Thread. Welcome back to our new YouTube channel. If this is the first time that you're joining us, welcome. Hopefully you've seen the videos through our Fundamental series talking about breath and connection, how to get into your core, what that means. So for this video today, we're gonna be doing just a quick workout focusing on the Abdominal 5, the Pilates 5. Which is a really great series focusing on all of the different muscles that come together to make up our abdominal group and all of the different ways in which we connect and move through those. Bringing that facilitation of movement in the core back to our spine, how to get everything together. So, welcome. You're gonna need a squashy ball if you've got one handy, or you can use a pillow, a towel, if you've got a stuffed animal from one of your kids, something that just can serve as a prop to give you some help with our connections. This is one of my favorite tools. I always have it with me when I get started on the mat. In some classes, I use it more than others. So I'm going to use this for some of the abdominal exercises, but not all of them. So let's come on down onto the mat and let's get started. So we start with the single leg stretch. So lying on our backs here, we're going to roll the shoulders down and back. We're going to start with our feet out hip distance apart, and we're going to engage in our core. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the back of the throat. Closing the ribs, engaging the pelvic floor. Cinching the belly button to the spine. Opening up that chest. Feeling those inner thighs. Squeeze to the midline. Now we're going to bring our right leg up into chair position first. So the knee is right over the hip. The lower leg is as parallel with the floor as you can manage. Bring those hands behind your head here to start. Inhale. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades down, close the ribs, and curl up into a crunch. Now, we only come so high as we can keep our pelvis neutral. We don't want to tuck. So if I come up higher in my crunch, I have to tuck my pelvis in order to get that to move there. That has everything to do with the length of my spine, the curves in my spine, as well as strength and control. So I want to rock back into neutral with my pelvis, hold that crunch. Notice that the neck and the throat are nice and long. My voice isn't strained here. So my throat's not helping me come into this crunch. It's the abdominals. So the ribs are closed, belly's in. I'm going to reach my right hand on the outside of that right knee. Take the left hand, I'm going to press it on the front of that right knee. Now, holding here, take the left leg off of the floor and point it long towards the opposite wall. Bring that right knee in a little bit closer, only so far as you can hold neutral. So again, I can come up higher if I grab a hold and I come into an imprinted or a flat back. But I don't want to do that. It's more work on the abdominals to stay neutral. So let's get started. 2 sniffs in. Exhale, change legs. Again. One more set. Bring both legs in. Double leg stretch. Hands on the outside of the shins. Again, depending on where you can hold your neutral, you may be able to come up higher, right? This is where I can reach to hold that spine long, shoulders down, soft neck. Inhale as I take arms and legs in opposite directions. Exhale, scoop the arms around, bend the knees in. Again. Two more. Last one. Legs to the sky. Reach towards that right ankle. Drop the left ankle away. Shoulders down, tummy tight, neutral pelvis. Pull this right leg towards your chest twice. Exhale, scissor the legs. Left leg. One more set. Both legs to the sky, hands behind the head. Let the weight of the head rest in the hands. Shoulder blades are pulled down, ribs are closed. Now we're gonna turn our feet into Pilates feet. So you're gonna externally rotate through the thigh bones, heels together, toes apart, ankles pointed. Double leg stretch down. Don't move the spine. Two more. Last one. Bend the knees, chair position. We're still curled up. We got crisscross. Point the left leg away. Keep the right knee 90 degrees. Inhale, exhale. Left armpit, right knee. Change. Last set. Whoo! Shoulder blade up and down. Lower the head. Take your hands to the top of those knees and pull those knees towards your chest, circling the hips. We call this hip stirs. Releasing inside the joint space of the hip. Releasing the low back so you're rocking on the mat just a little bit. And lower the feet. Grab your ball between your ankles, legs long on the mat. Hands resting on the top of the hips here, lengthening through the crown of the head. Shoulder blades pulled down, feet are flexed, toes pulling back towards your face. Inhale, exhale, chin floats, shoulder blades connect, begin to curl up, hold, inhale down. Now pull up through the pelvic floor. Those abdominals should be sore after that series. Do it again. One more. Pause. Squeeze the top of the inner thighs all the way down to hold on to that ball. We're curled up just a little bit here. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, come the rest of the way. Up and over. Keeping the feet flexed, tummy tight, squeezing that ball, rounding up and over the pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, pull through the abdominals. Woo. Stack that spine. Now we're going to keep that ball between the ankles, and we're going to bend those knees, drawing those feet in, rolling like a ball. Now, tuck those fingers underneath the back side of the knees. Shoulders are down. Drop the chin. Squeeze the ball from the top of the inner thighs. As you exhale, I want you to round through your back by pulling the belly button to your spine. Imagine hollowing out your tummy. And keep squeezing the ball from the top of the inner thighs. Inhale again. And as you exhale, you're going to rock back just a little bit further onto that sacrum and bring those feet off of the mat. Now from here, you've got a couple of options. You want to make sure there's not anything in your way behind you. You can leave your hands here as a point of control and hold, or you can let your hands rest on the top of your knees. Now, not this. Elbows high and wide, hollowed out belly, ball squeezed, hands resting. We're going to inhale to rock back, keeping the spine round, keeping the chin down. Ready? Here we go. Nice and smooth. Should be a nice fluid motion with that breath. And hold at the top. Take those hands out by your sides. Sit up. Open up those legs. Hold. Squeezing the ball from the top of the inner thighs. Feel the shoulder blades connect down into the rib cage. Reach the crown of your head tall to the sky. and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet, come up out of that reclining position, drop the ball, bottoms of the feet together. We'll stretch those out. Feeling those inner thighs, stretch and open up. Shoulder blades are still down, but you've got a softness and an openness to the rib cage. All right, let's grab our ball. To finish off this little series today, we're going to teaser. We're going to do it from the up position down. So our teaser is probably the most iconic Pilates exercise. If you search Pilates, you're going to see somebody doing a teaser. There's so much that's going on in that teaser, and it really is an advanced position, but there are so many stair steps along the way. And one of my favorite ways to work a really difficult exercise is from the reverse. So when we go from flat on the mat up into a teaser, that's really challenging. So if we finish, or we start with our finished product, we can reverse engineer that exercise, and we can kind of feel the different points at which we've got weakness, where we might be losing our connection or our control. It gives us that information so we know what it is we need to work on so that we can get stronger and better throughout the whole thing. So we've gone from down on the mat, up. Now we'll finish with the reverse. So we're going to take the ball and we're going to put it between the knees now rather than between the ankles. This just gives us a little bit more control, pulling the ball closer to our core, gives us a little bit more assistance. So to start here, feet on the mat, looking down at those feet, try and press equal pressure from the big toe to the little toe to the heel. If you're pressing through the feet that way, you're automatically going to create the correct alignment within the bones and muscle structure of the legs. And that's going to engage into that ball there between the knees. I like to start with my hands here on my knees, rolling the shoulders down and back, growing tall through the crown of the head, so coming right up on those sit bones. Using a little bit of a pull on the knees there, just to give me a little bit more of a sense of where I am, right? Now, I need to be able to hold myself here without the assist of pulling on those legs. So I engage the pelvic floor, up and in, close the ribs, down and together, feeling the shoulder blades pull into the rib cage, and I take one hand off of the knee, and take the other hand. And if I've engaged in my core properly and I'm holding that ball, I'm not gonna drop out of that lift that I just found. So from here, I'm gonna inhale again. Exhale, I'm gonna hinge back. So I'm opening up the joint space here from the hip to the torso. I keep the spine long by keeping the shoulder blades down. And where I'm at in my bum is somewhere between this, is in the squashy bit, between your sit bones and between your sacrum. So if I was back on my sacrum, I would be here. If I was up on my sit bones, I'd be back here. I want to drop right in the in-between space, all right? So I don't feel any horrible information in any of my bones. I don't feel like I'm loading that spine. I'm really, really long, and my muscles are doing a lot of work. Shoulders connected, ribs closed, crown of the head reaching, chin down, squeeze the ball, reach through the feet, inhale. Now as I exhale, I'm going to come back just a little bit more, bringing the feet off of the mat. And I'm going to come back to reclaim that squashy bit because I came onto my sacrum. Now I've got to come back forward just a little bit. This should be a ton of work, right? So I'm going to take a hold of those legs and I'm going to extend them and I'm going to bend them. I'm going to extend and I'm going to bend. Now I'm going to hold my legs bent here. I don't know if you guys can see that I've got my foot taped. Fell down my stairs a couple of weeks ago. So coming for the full teaser, not in the cards today. So feel free to extend those legs and hold, pulling up through that pelvic floor, squeezing the ball, shoulders connected, breathe. One more time. Now as you exhale, I want you to hold your spine where it is. Lower the feet. Hinge up. Drop the ball, bottoms of the feet together, and round forward. This is going to release through the whole hip joint, the low back, the inner thighs. Have those hands rest on the feet. And from here, whatever your angle or level of flexibility is, you can kind of push into that. So feeling the belly button drawn to the spine still. So I haven't let go of my abdominal engagement, right? That core connection is still there. It's just a little bit less because of the position I'm in, but I'm thinking about pulling that belly button to my spine. And you should notice that that facilitates or creates that stretch to be a little bit more intense. We're not just collapsing or folding in our bones or in our joints. We're genuinely stretching those muscles. And we rest out of that. All right, crisscross to finish. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick abdominal focused workout with the Pilates 5 plus a couple extras. Be sure and subscribe to our channel here at the Pilates Thread. Like, comment below, let us know what you would like to see, what kinds of exercises you'd like to see strung together, what kinds of workouts you'd like. We've got lots of plans in the works, but we definitely want to hear from you, what it is that you would be interested to do or to see or get a little bit more cueing help on. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.